All right, it's the knitting one today. So, hello. Very windswept today. Oh goodness, I think I've changed where I have set my camera up today. So the light is behind me, so it's making my hair look even wilder than usual. So excuse that, but hello, I'm Lauren. I am here today to do a knitting chat today. I am just going to fill you in with what I've been working on. Doesn't feel like that much, but I'm sure once I get talking, I'll go on for ages. So let's get cracking, shall we? I always forget what to say at the beginning. My name's Lauren. I am Knit Frills and Thrifty Thrills on here and on Instagram. I've kind of fallen out of love with Instagram at the moment. I go through phases. So yeah, I'm not really keen on it at the moment. I don't know, it feels a bit showy-offy sometimes. And yeah, that's how I'm feeling at the moment. But I'm sure it'll come back. We'll see. So that's all I've got to say. Follow me, like me, all those things. But I'm going to get cracking with the knitting because that's what we're all here for, isn't it? Let's face it. So today, what am I wearing? She's lovely, isn't she? This isn't one of my knits. This was a pound on the floor of a car boot. Look at this, criminal. This was on the floor in a car boot. Knitted. Now, I don't know what it's made out of. It doesn't feel like acrylic. It might be acrylic. Not that I would care, but I think this is wool. It's got, you can see in the sun, that's going to be really annoying, isn't it? It's kind of hairy, so it doesn't feel like any acrylic that I know, and it's really warm, possibly a little bit too warm for today, but the winter things are out because it's November. It's exciting, isn't it? I bought this one a little while ago, last year, I think, and haven't really worn it, but it's lovely. The one thing to note that is, whoever made it is incredible, has put shearing elastic in the cuffs, and I am definitely going to nick this trick because it's amazing. It's not going to show on here. I will try. So it's kind of, there's lots and lots of rows. You might be able to see it in between the rib there. Lots and lots of rows of shearing elastic, and it just keeps the cuffs not too tight, but you can see they've got a little bit of spring to them. There's just something really comforting about a jumper cuffs fitting nicely. So yeah, I think I might knit that trick. You know, sometimes when they go a bit baggy, it just keeps it nice. So, I mean, I know you can put it in necklines and stuff, but I've never seen it done in a cuff. It's not in the neckline or the hem, just the cuffs. I wonder if they were a bit baggy without it. But this was a quid. It was a quid in a pile of stuff on the floor at a car boot. I mean, someone spent ages. It's been knit in pieces and then seamed expertly. It's really lovely. It's really warm. Yeah, nice. Cables, bobbles, and then moss stitch, or double moss stitch, I think, on the sleeves and the back. Lovely. What's not to like? But I didn't knit it, so I won't try and claim that I did. What have I knitted? Let's start at the beginning. I was talking about this last time. I hadn't started it. So do you remember I got that big box of knitting patterns? I chose this one out of it. And then the same lady gave me a load of red yarn. This stuff. It's old. It smells, when I was knitting with it, it's not a horrible smell, but it does smell of old ladies. Yeah, I don't really know much about it. I don't think, interestingly, with these patterns, I think I said last time, it's got a picture of what the yarn should look like. I think this one is definitely thicker than that. But I went with it. I was going to knit it in the round and convert it because it's knit in pieces, but I thought, no, I'm going to knit it in pieces. The whole time I did it, I didn't check my gauge, as usual. So I just kept going, and I thought it was going to be too small, but it's not. It doesn't fit like the lovely lady in the 80s picture. It's not oversized like this. It's more of a fitted cardie and slightly more cropped. But she's beautiful. I will do my usual. I'll put it on and have a little prance around so you can see, because it's hard to show something on the hanger, isn't it? Oh, look at the buttons. Look at them sparkling. They're lovely. I imagined big gold buttons, and I rummaged through my many button tins and found a selection of a few. And my friend happened to come around and I showed her and she was like, no, go with the red little sparkly ones. Because I don't know. And they were the ones I wasn't that keen on. But I took her advice and I'm glad I did because it's lovely. So yeah, it's all knit in pieces. Fronts, back, sleeves. And it's a very basic pattern. You know, it's rectangle. The drop sleeves, rectangle. And I changed it a little bit. Changed the amount of rib on the bottom. Changed how you're meant to knit the, you know, this bit. What's that called? The edging. You're meant to knit that in a big strip and then sew it on, but I just picked up stitches and did it. And what else did I change? Nothing really. Did a much deeper hem at the bottom, much deeper rib at the cuffs. But I love it. It fits really nicely and it's more of a sort of cropped waist length, nips in at the waist. It's just really lovely. The lace pattern is really simple, but I don't know, I like lace. It just keeps me interested. And what I'm thinking is I would really like, I was going to do it with this, but I think it would have been a bit much, is do this kind of pattern and then get some ribbon and tie it, you know, thread it through in and out of the gaps, maybe in just the middle one. I think that would look really lovely, and maybe tie it in a bow down the front. I don't know, maybe a vest of some description. I'd like to have a play around and try and do that. I'll give that park that one for a little while because I've kind of had enough of knitting this at the moment, but I will come back to that. Oh, doesn't that look nice against the light? Yeah, I just enjoy a lace jumper, and this is really nice, really warm. It'll be nice. I wore it the other day on its own, like as a top done up, but it would be also nice wearing it over, you know, how you wear a cardigan over other things, vests, tops, even a polo neck. I think it will look quite nice over. So yeah, that's my first finished object. Lovely, isn't it? I don't know what the pattern's called. I mean, if you are really interested, I can send you the pattern because it's not very long. And I mean, I don't know what the copyrights are on these. What are on really old patterns? No idea. Traditional favourites, Kingfisher. If you have a look on eBay and stuff, you might find it. Yeah, but this is how simple it is. Look, that's just the shapes that you make. So even just using those without putting the lace pattern in, it makes a nice cardi shape. It's that simple. So yeah, it does fit nicely. I didn't do a gauge swatch. It's the wrong yarn and it worked out lovely. Not exactly like the picture, but lovely. So that is my first finished object. Oh, I also finished I don't know if you watched my last video, but I was talking about the little dog that I was knitting for my niece. I finished that. I knitted a little football kit, but like I always do, I left it right to the last minute, and I was late giving it to her as well. But I didn't have time to take a picture, do a video. I intended to do that, didn't. So yeah, I gave that to my niece. She really liked it. A little dog wearing a football kit. So I have finished that as well. Oh, and my next thing. This is going to be hard to show. I think I'm going to have to put some pictures in. So I was given a whole load of this. Drops alpaca boucle. I've never knit with a boucle. It's really soft, much softer than I was expecting. So I did talk about this on my video I put up last week of all my things I have thrifted. And this was given to me on Facebook Marketplace. I don't even know how many, 10, more than that, 12 balls of this, all the same dye lot. It's lovely. I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I got it and I wanted to use it immediately, which doesn't happen very often. Things normally go into my stash, but I think because the lady gave it to me for free, and I don't know, I just thought I want to use it straight away. So I've made this before, as I always do, make my patterns about 20 times, but I've made another. I knew it was going to be hard to show. So these are called the Mist Sleeves by Helen Babe. I don't know how to say it. I think she might be a Scandinavian lady. I'll put her name on. I'll put her Instagram because that I can't say at all. Yeah, and it's on Ravelry, and it is a lovely pattern. So I've made it before in Drops Melody, I think, and I think the pattern is designed to hold mohair triple, but I decided to use my boucle. So again, I'll try it on to show you because this is going to be really difficult. So basically, it's sleeves. So you wear it, and it's kind of, oh, I can't really show you. It's yeah, like sleeves. So very, very, very cropped. It doesn't even, you know, it finishes here and then it's just sleeves. But the pink one I've made in Drops Melody, I worn a lot. I'll put a picture of that. I've shown that on my Instagram lots of times. And I wear it a lot, and people often comment on it. I think it's just quite an unusual shape. People haven't seen it before. So basically, you knit it sideways. So you kind of start here, knit this part and a whole sleeve, and then pick up and do the other sleeve. And it's got this enormous cable on the front and the back. Front and the back are exactly the same, so you can wear it either way round. And then you've just got these big balloony sleeves. I think the pattern, they don't come in quite so tight at the bottom. They more sort of hang over your hands. I quite like it like a balloon, so it sort of puffs like this. I'll put it on because you can't tell me waving it around like that. But this thing is so soft and so drapey. I knit it on a bigger needle size than the pattern suggests, I think, because it was a different yarn. I knit it, I think, on a size 7, so it knit up very quickly. But this guy is just going to get so much wear. You can wear it over a vest, but then obviously you have your chest out. But I wear my pink one lots over a polo neck, long sleeve shirts, all sorts of things. It just keeps your top half and your sleeves and your arms warm. I'd really recommend this pattern. It is an unusual one, but I don't know why I keep waving it around. I don't know if you can get the gist. You'll see it. I'll try it on. But it's lovely, and it's lovely in this yarn. I want to make another one. I think I'd like a blue one. I think I'd like lots of different ones, and it's just a nice pattern to make. You don't get the sleeve feeling. You just knit it round and round and round and round. I don't really know why. I hate knitting sleeves, and I don't really know why I don't get the feeling of knitting sleeves, because that basically is all this is. But I think, I don't know, it looks nice on. I really like the finish thing. So yeah, I would recommend that. I've still got, I think this used about 3 balls, maybe 4, 3.5 of the boucle. So I've still got lots of it left. I don't know, I've put that now in my stash, but I'd like to still knit with it. I've seen other people don't really like it. I think they find their needles get stuck in the little loops on the yarn. But I think because I knitted it on such big needles, I didn't really get that. I just really like it. And grey is not normally, it's not a colour I would ever choose to buy. But sometimes that's nice, isn't it? I think I'll wear it. I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like a valley dancer, a big fairy elephant. I don't know why, flash dancey, I think. But yeah, I totally recommend this pattern. Give it a try. And this is really fun doing this bit. It just makes a ginormous cable look. But it hasn't got any edging. It's not finished at all. It's stocking stitch, and it does roll. And I thought that would bother me, and I was trying to think of ways how I could pick it up and put some sort of edging on it, but it doesn't need it. The sleeves are finished with a I-cord bind off, which looks a bit strange in the boucle. You can't really tell that, but they're finished with that. And then there's no finishing around any of the edges, but it doesn't matter. This just keeps falling off this hanger. Annoying. Yeah, give that one a try. It's really nice, a really fun knit. So they're my 2 finished objects, plus my dog. And I think that is all I've knitted this month. But I think that's quite a lot. So now I'm going to talk about my works in progress. So first of all, I've brought down my big blanket. I'm going to make a coat out of this. I haven't yet. I haven't cut it out. I'm not brave enough to cut it. So this is I talked about this in my sewing video. I am going to do this. I really want it. I'm just being a bit of a wimp cutting it because it's so lovely. I should probably make a twirl out of something I don't care so much about, but I don't really want to do that, so I just keep procrastinating. That will be done. So, of course, I'm making myself a scarf for a coat that I haven't made yet. That's in here. Wait till you see this. It's so lovely. So this is a pattern by, I can't remember the lady's name. Her Instagram is House of Budlier. I want to say her name. No, I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. This is called the Laura scarf, and it's basically a gingham scarf. Isn't it really nice? So basically you knit this in a tube, just a big tube. It has got some long floats, but they're all inside a scarf. As long as you're careful with tension, it'll be okay. I haven't blocked this or anything yet. Whoop, whoop, losing stitches. Yeah, nice. Hang on, let me get my blanket and hold it up. Look, what a match. That'll be a good thumbnail, won't it? What a match. Maybe a bit too matchy-matchy. This is lovely knit. I have used half the yarn so far. And it's this long. Hang on, let me show you. Oh, it's going to be nice, isn't it? Ooh, it's quite long. Yeah, I might order some more yarn and make it a bit longer, because what is not in the pattern, but what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put tassels on the ends. It's so soft. So I'm using Drops Air. I think that is the recommended yarn in the pattern. You need 4 balls, 2 of the pink, 2 of the contrast. Yeah, what kind I've knit with this before. It's a blown yarn, and this is incredibly soft too, not itchy at all. I've knit a couple of cardigans in this, which I have since felted. It doesn't go in the washing machine. Don't put them in the washing machine. So yeah, lovely. A relatively cost-effective project. They're not very expensive from Drops Air. It's really nice. It's just a really meditative. Once you've knit a couple of repeats, it's in your head. I don't need the pattern anymore. Just keep going. It's just really effective. A gingham scarf. I want to make loads of these. They would make lovely Christmas presents. It's such a nice pattern. I would highly recommend it. So it's called the Laura scarf. I think the designer named it after Laura Penrose, who I think maybe helped her with the pattern. I don't know. I know she likes gingham, so I think it was inspired by her. But yeah, look at that. It's nice, isn't it? I've never really knit just a scarf. I've knit loads of shawls, but you know, scarves are a little bit more wearable. It will be so warm in the cold winter. Love it. Yeah, so that is my whip number 1. My whip number 2, I've left it over there. I've been working a lot lately. I'm making that face because it's a bit of a chore. So I won't show you. You know my big colour work jumper. I'll put a picture in of that. I've been working on the sleeve. I've done another repeat. I want to finish it by Christmas. I love it. The jumper's lovely. I don't know, I'm just finding it a little bit of a chore. So I've made myself do another repeat on that. I think I'm nearly 3/4 of the way through one sleeve, but it's just taking a long time. It's a full colour work jumper and 4-ply, so it will take a long time, won't it? So it is now the season for my Christmas blanket. So I did this last year it was a crochet along with Serdar. I'm sure everybody has seen this, but I didn't finish it. I got quite a long way, and when I dug it out, I was pleased actually. I didn't realise I had got quite so far with it. So I bought a big kit from Serdar. It's only in acrylic yarn, and the pattern was designed by Lindsay of Curate Crochet Box. Don't know her name. I'll put that on the screen, and I'll put a picture of the big thing on the screen because I'm not going to be able to show you. It's a huge blanket, isn't it? But it's a Christmas blanket. This isn't finished. I had got much further along than I thought I had, and I've sewn all the ends in apart from these ones here. Just got those to do. which were the little lights on the house in the middle. Let me show you that. So it's all based around this centre of gingerbread house. Then you do these fairy lights section. Then you do these ones, the candy cane bits. And then it's got a much bigger edging. I think there's more red after this gingerbready colour. And then it's got like a fringe all around the edge. This is going to be an heirloom one that I have. I want my grandchildren that don't exist yet to, you know, remember this at Granny's house, the Christmas blanket. I want it to come out year after year. It came with a label. I don't know where that is. The whole kit came with a label. No, don't know. Which had the year on and, I don't know, gingerbread along. I think it was called a gingerbread along. Might have made that up. But I love doing this. And Lindsay had done tutorials for every section. So each bit came out week by week. And really good video tutorials, because I'm not an expert crocheter by any means. And I learnt so much. These lights were really interesting to do. That was like surface crochet, I think. Or kind of colour work crochet. And it all, as a massive piece, it looked completely overwhelming, like I would never be able to do that. But yeah, with the video tutorials, she talks you through everything. I think I remember thinking I did this bit wrong. I might pull out this gingerbready colour and restart the tutorial and do it from there. But I'd like to finish this by Christmas. Hang on, let me see. Oh, it's just so nice. It's got a bell stitch marker on it, if you can hear that. It's not my cat's. It's a stitch marker. Look at these, aren't they lovely? They're like sort of Christmas sweeties. I really like it with this blue around it. The colours are amazing. Yeah, so I bought it as a kit last year and I loved doing, I haven't done many crochet or knit alongs, but it was just really nice. I joined the Facebook group and doing it along with everybody. But how nice is that going to be over the sofa? Every year at Christmas, get that out. So I'd like to finish that by this Christmas as well. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I really like that. So that's what I'm going to finish. But I'd recommend that if you're quite a novice crocheter like me, the tutorials, video tutorials really help me. I learn everything through YouTube. Reading a written pattern, I just don't get it. But if I watch somebody do it, it's not as hard as you think. I do crochet like a knitter, so I don't hold the yarn in the correct hand, the left hand. I hold it and wrap it like a knitter would. But it still works. I'm sure the crochet purists would tell me off, but the police aren't going to come and get me anytime soon, are they? So, yeah, look at them fairy lights. And this is my kind of vibe for Christmas. Colourful. It's very loose, red and white. Very loose, because I've got all different colour decorations. But, so there, this is completely my vibe. And I think it'll be lovely. Just need to finish it up, don't I? And I like that it's in, I think it's just, I don't know if I've got any yarn labels. I think it's just their like premium acrylic yarn. I will have lots left over. I might even do a cushion cover. Oh, there we go. Hayfield. I thought it was Surdale. Oh, maybe it was Hayfield. Anyway, whatever. I got their kit. If you have a look online, they do one. They've just done a Halloween one. They do lots of different, I think knit alongs and crochet alongs for blankets. They did a Halloween one. They do a spring one I've seen. All different, but I just really, really loved when Lindsay put this on her Instagram last year. I had to have it. I had to make one. And I'm nearly there. It'll be nice when now it's colder, I can have that over my lap and knit that as Christmas starts coming. Exciting, isn't it? Can't wait to have my tree up. I'm going to have a real tree this year. Don't know how that's going to go with 2 cats. We only had 1 cat last year and she brought the tree down lots of times, which is why we had to get rid of it. And now we're going to have a real one, but now we've got an even naughtier kitten and I think she's going to bring it down even more. So really, that is all I've been working on at the moment. I'll take a picture and show you my colourwork jumper, because it is coming along and it is going to be lovely. I just need to pull my finger out and carry on doing it. I think because the colourwork repeats are quite, you know, each row, there's no rhythm to the pattern. Each row is completely different, so you have to really concentrate, which is fine, but you're not always in the mood for that. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to show you. So I've had this stored in a basket behind my chair for ages, and I use these all the time. I've just bought some new ones, but when I pulled this out, it smells amazing. What is this smell? Cinnamon and apple. So I get these in Primark. I can't recommend these enough to you. They are, I don't even know what they call them. What do they call them? Scented room sachets. And so they're filled with, I don't know, dust, smelly dust. Bit like potpourri, I suppose. But if you, so this, I pulled this blanket out and it just smells incredible because it's been stored with this. So it just smells of cinnamon apple, which smelled really Christmassy. So I got it out and sort of pulled it open, and it's just lovely. And I use them in all my different project bags, all different smells. And the smell then reminds me of the time that I was knitting it. I don't know. So I've just bought some newies in Primark. How much are they? £2. So these ones, what's this? Sugar cookies and cream. Yeah, I'm going to put those in some projects that I'm working on. Oh yeah, recommend them. They do all different smells, all different flavours. I mean, if you don't like scenty things, you're not going to like this. And I also put them behind my radiators sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit crazy. Recommend them. £2 from Primark. So basically £1 each. 2 come in a pack. And they're just nice. They make they make it smell nice when you open the bag. It's like, I don't know, summery ones remind me of the summertime and the holidays. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'd really recommend them. So do that. Right, I've been waffling on for about half an hour now. I didn't think I had very much to talk about. Apparently I did. I think what I'm going to do next, in my next video, is I'm going to go through my whip cupboard. I would like to finish the year with minimal, because I'm not going to finish all of them, whips. I've got so many things. I've got a whole cupboard full of project bags with things in various states of being finished. And I think I would like to finish them before the end of the year so I can start a new year fresh, finish them or frog them. I think I'm going to get them all out, put them on the sofa, and I'm not going to look at them before I video, and then we can look at them together and I can decide whether I'm going to keep them, get rid of them. Because I've got a couple of things I know I want to finish, but I don't. Yeah, I need to get them out and have a look. So I think, would you be interested in that video? And I was thinking maybe kind of like a bit of a knit along, because I know we've all got, maybe not a full cupboard full, but we've all got lots of things on the go. And I can't cast anything else on. I've got to finish some of the things I've already got. And they're lovely projects, but my attention's obviously just been taken out where some of them are quite old, you know, 4 or 5 years old. So there's no point them being rammed in the cupboard, is there? They need to be finished or pulled out and the yarn used for something else. So that's what I'm going to do. Would you be interested in a knit along? It's nice to see what we're all working on together and then start the new year afresh. I probably will change my mind, and then we'll decide that I want to knit everybody a Christmas present 2 weeks before Christmas, because that's how I am. I wish I could be one of those people that starts thinking about Christmas in July, but I'm just not. So that's the plan at the moment. Would you like to see that video? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I am the worst person at replying to comments. I don't know why. I see a comment, I read it, and I think, oh, I'll reply to that later. And then it just becomes this big thing, and I don't really know why. I'm sorry if I haven't replied. I am a bad person, and I love it. It's so nice when people comment, and I don't know. Is anyone else like that? Never text me, because I never reply to text either. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I'm very sorry for being like that. But thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the likes. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I hope you are too. see you next week for another video. Bye!